I'm George. We're here at the Bolton Fair because we're showing our cows. It's kind of exciting. Yeah. People get to see our cows when they're in their pens. They don't really get to see anybody except for when they have their heads out of their pens sometimes when bikers and walkers go by. And it's just really cool, I think. This one's my cow. Her name is Oreo.
This one is my cow, and her name is Cookies and Cream.
This one's my other cow. Her name is Snickerdoodle. And then George only has one cow. We have to brush them, get their, shellac their hooves, and then brush their tails, clip them, clean their ears, and wash them. So it's a lot of work just to get ready.
Bolton Fair fans, we are live. It is time for our final show of the afternoon. Tim Dyson FMX Monster Cross right here live at the Bolton Fair. So glad to be here with you today. It's our 8th year here and we love being here at this fair. Always a great crowd, a beautiful fair. Hope you all are enjoying yourselves today. Now fans, I'd like to take a minute and introduce our riders to you. Our first rider here, riding the patriotic bike here this weekend, all the way from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He's 34 years old. He's been riding freestyle for the last 6 years. He's been on the back of a bike almost his entire life. Let's turn it up and get loud for Teddy Woodward. Our next rider, fans, is the captain and the leader of Tim Dyson FMX. He's ridden in 44 countries across the globe. You've seen him on things like the X Games, the Gravity Games, Krusty Demons and Dirt DVDs, and even right here live at the Bolton Fair. Fans, he's even ridden for the Chinese Army in China because he's been everywhere, and he holds a world record as well. From St. Pete, Florida, the veteran rider, Tim Dyson. Fans, this show is going to start off with our 2 world-class freestyle riders. When they're warmed up, they're going to take a little break. We're going to give you a little inspiration here in the middle, and then we'll fire up that monster truck to get real loud and make some noise out here. When the monster truck's had its fun, we'll bring the guys back out on the bikes. They'll finish up with some real big tricks for you. And when all is said and done, our riders will meet you right down here at the blue tent. We'll be happy to say hello, sign autographs, and take pictures. We got t-shirts, stickers, and posters and bracelets for sale. So, Bolton Fair fans, you guys ready to see some action here today? On the count of 3, let's get loud. 1, 2, 3, let me hear ya. Yeah, right there. We got some good people in the crowd here tonight. They're fired up. Both of our riders running Yamaha 250s here. They got them fired up, warming up. They're going to run them back and forth across the track a couple of times, get the engines up to temperature. Teddy Woodward on the approach now. 1001, 1002, 1003, and he's back on the landing. Just 3 seconds. You're checking him out for all your needs. Teddy, big heel clicker, going to a no-hander, throwing a little combination in there. Dyson giving you some history of the sport there. That's the knack. 1 foot off the backside of the bike, they call that the knack. You put 2 feet off the backside, it's a knack-knack. Teddy, looking for a trick. Got a little bit too much air that time. Dyson, big extension there. Double grab Superman off the backside of the bike. Dyson going to the single grab, reaching back with that other hand, slaps the thigh. They call that the executioner. Teddy, single grab with extension, going for a single Superman there. Dyson in the air, single grab, scissor kicking those legs. Teddy with the knack whip, whips the tail of that bike around. Teddy with the tail whip. Bolton Fair, how about a hand for these riders out here? Now fans, these riders gave you a little education. They showed you some of the more basic tricks that started in the BMX world. They showed you a knack and some heel clickers, some grab tricks. That stuff all started in the BMX world. But as the show continues, we will get some competition involved. But now it's time for a little inspiration. Fans, Tim Dyson's 45 years old. He's traveled all over the world, but when he was just 19 years old, he was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Thankfully, Tim was very lucky. He was able to get on a plane and fly up here to Massachusetts, where he underwent treatment at the cancer centers up here. And while he was undergoing chemotherapy, he was watching VHS tapes of freestyle motocross. Now, for our younger fans that don't know what a VHS tape is, it's kind of like Netflix, but you get to keep it. So Tim's watching these tapes, and he gets really inspired. He decides that he's going to go ahead and fight this cancer and try to beat it and go on to inspire other people. That was when he was 19 years old. Now he's 45 years old. He holds a world record for being the first person to complete a two-person, one-bike, metal-to-metal ramp backflip at Sturgis, South Dakota a few years ago. And he's traveled to 44 countries across the globe. How's that for inspiring? I'll tell you what, guys, we're gonna move these riders to the backside of the arena here, and we're gonna fire up the Zombie Sniper monster truck, make a little noise out here, get you guys excited about the monster truck. And if you like what you see, the monster ride truck will be running all afternoon. You can take a ride and get a real life experience out here. Now, these trucks are equipped with a fail-safe device. It's called the RII. It's a remote ignition interrupter. It's a handheld radio that can turn off the engine of the truck. So Sean's son holds that radio, and he watches over this event. If anything goes wrong with the truck, and he can kill that engine. Sean's out running, using that four-wheel steering out here to get that truck turned around. Watch those rear wheels. Drifting around the turn. Big air out of the Sniper. Look at the lift on that one. Center nose sky high. Making those shocks work. How about that for a finale for the monster truck? My name's Steve Bucknam with SB Motorsports Announcing, and it's been a great weekend here at the Bolton Fair. The crowds have been phenomenal. I've been a motorsports announcer now since 2012. Actually, when I met Tim Dyson, I started doing freestyle motocross announcing, and it's been a great experience for me. I get to work stunt shows, monster truck shows, and demolition derbies as well. So our riders today are riding Yamaha 252 strokes, and what they've been doing is freestyle off of a metal ramp, landing on an airbag ramp. They clear a 73-foot gap, and they reach about 30 feet in the air while they're doing tricks. The monster truck goes out, and they do what they call hits. So they hit two different bumps and get some big air and put a good show on for the crowd. The crowds here at the fair have been amazing. They're fun to work with. They provide great energy, and we love having the packed grandstands here for our shows. I love this fair. We love coming here. It's our 8th year here with Tim Dyson FMX, and it's like coming home every time we're here.
My name is Andrew Mason. I work for Kilbourne Corporation based out of Lancaster, and we're a local company. And we just wanted to kind of broadcast and show the community what we're all about. We get most of the money for taking the trees down, but because we had time here, we do process all of our wood, whether it's into chips that we sell, whether it's into log lengths that we sell to mills, or we do have the means to mill it ourselves as well. Ike, the owner over here, he has, yeah, that's an Alaskan mill he has on his chainsaw, and that gives us the capability of cutting like very wide slabs, where this wood miser, I think the widest it can cut is like 32 inches. Right here, we just threw this bench together real quick. This is a piece of red oak. People were coming over, we needed places to sit them, so we just whipped that up really quick. That's a tree we took down in Clinton, Massachusetts. It's a silver maple. You can see the different cuts there. Probably sell those for tables. They're not dried or anything, but it's a good starting point for someone that wants to get into it. Experience has been great. We got set up and put everything together pretty quick. We were nice enough to have this area in the back here, which is great because people passing to the monster truck and the demolition derby meander over, and we have a booth set up, kind of broadcasting how much work and what we're all about.
My name is David Whitehouse, and I run Speed Pitch at the moment. My job is very awesome and very harsh sometimes. Awful, but I love it. Come back every single year. The weekend has been ups and downs, had good days, bad days, good crowds, bad crowds, but could have been way better. Sun was out, no rain, so perfect.
Olympian number 2, what is your name? Fiona. Name for right there, Fiona. Very good, let's hear for Fiona. My name is Mike Piazza. We are the Flying High Dogs. I'm here today with 3 of my dogs. And we're doing 3 shows daily. This is my last show, and we perform a multitude of tricks and acrobatic performances with the dogs. Go, 1, 2, 3. Mojo, get over here. 4, 5, 6, faster. I do shows at nursing homes. They speak faster than you. 10, up, you can throw. Mojo, don't catch it. You guys are really bad. Okay, we're gonna have a winner right here. We have a winner! Winner, chicken dinner. I've been doing this fair off and on for about 6 years, but I started competing in 1991 and made it to my first World Finals in 1995. But I don't compete anymore, so now I do about 150, 200 shows a year. One more, last one, Chaos. All right, 31, that's the fastest it's been all weekend. Let's hear for Chaos. A lot of times, being in New England, you can't throw frisbees in the winter. So in the wintertime, a lot of times it's just to get them out to exercise. But other than that, if the weather's nice, I train just about every single day.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountain.
Yeah, I'm Durham Whitaker, and this is Steve Malatesta.
And together, we are Aunt Mimi.
We do stuff a lot, obviously, from the 60s and 70s, some as early as the 50s, but we do a lot of recent stuff too, and for us that might even mean, occasionally within the past 10 years, 20 years, anything we think we can sing in harmony.
Yes. We're big on harmony singing.
And the songs end up kind of with our own arrangement because it's just 2 guitars now.
Well, we haven't gotten to experience much of the fair because when we came here, we kind of came right in here. But it's always a great time here at the fair. This is our 10th time, I think, playing in the pavilion.
Something like that, and we've done the beer garden a few different times. So the beer garden's good because people are kind of relaxed, it's outdoors. But this is also good because you don't get rained on, and the audience doesn't.
And we have a sound person too.
Yeah,
in here,
so
which
we
love.
just show up with our guitars, which is great. And we don't have to worry about the sound like usual. Well, I started playing guitar when I was 19. I'd wanted to play, but I only had time my first summer off from college. So I started learning then, and I made a point of trying to learn to sing while I played too.
Well, and you've done it, my friend. And I didn't start playing guitar till I was 29. And well, I guess the interesting story is how we met. I had kind of been out of music for a while and decided I wanted to get back into it, so I put a ad on Craigslist looking for someone who wanted to sing harmony and play guitar. And lucky for me, this guy answered the ad. And I don't know, we got together, and the first song we played, we kind of looked at each other and we said, oh, this might work out.
Yeah, he had, among the artists he had on, the thing was Neil Sedaka, so that cut down a lot of the responses that he got, so he was kind of left with me and two other people who didn't really read the ad. So.
Well, I'm glad you answered it, my friend.
I wasn't frightened of the Neil Sedaka.
So we've been playing together now for 17 years. So.
Yeah. But ideally, anything with harmony, like we like something as early as the Everly Brothers, or even like we do a Louvin Brothers tune, which is even earlier. But the Milk Carton Kids, they're kind of a current, recent duo that sing in harmony, do their stuff, and we'll do rock stuff, we'll do new wave from the '80s, whatever we think we can get away with.
We got all the friends that money can buy, so we never have to be alone. And we keep getting richer, but we can't get our picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone, we'll get my picture on the cover of the Stone. Gonna buy 5 copies on the cover of the Stone. I wanna see my smiling face on the cover of the Rolling Stone. On the cover of the Rolling Stone. Wanna see my picture on the cover of the Stone. Gonna buy 5 copies for my Stone. I wanna see my smiling face on the cover of the Rolling Stone. On the cover of the Rolling Stone. Thank you so much. We are at community. Thank you.